Hi, this is Maymay, and I have a project to show you. This is what I've been working on for the past, probably guess 2 or 3 months, or maybe and actually even longer. But I'm working on some projects for my niece's wedding, and this is going to be the guest book. But before I show you that, I wanted to show you this is their favors, which has the key and their names and the date, and they're going to have some little goodies inside of this. So I'll put that over there. She's going to do a little sachet that's going to sit on the table. And then this was the invitation. It has 3 parts. It had a belly band. This was the RSVP. And then this is the actual envelope. And the way that it went together was this would sit on top like this. The belly band then fits over the top. And then this was inserted into the envelope. So that was it. And the actual date is right around the corner. In fact, it's this weekend. So I made her a guest book with some pages where she can add photos. So let's take a look. I did the binding. I was going to do it a little bit differently with ribbon tied through the holes. But if I did it that way, the book wouldn't lie flat while the guests were making their signatures or adding their comments. So I added the rings, and this also allows her to add pages to the book afterwards once they get all their pictures and they're ready to start adding them to the book. On the front, you see a butterfly for is transformation, change, new. A yellow, it's like almost like a soft burlappy ribbon with a collar of lace, and a B for their last name. And this is the invitation that went out, and then the keys. And they use the colors of gray and yellow along with lace and pearls. And so here I have some yellow paper. And all of this was done with paper that I had left over from the wedding projects that I did. And these are some pearls. This fastens with a ribbon. And what I did was to add a little channel so that it slides back and forth, so that if she does add more pages to her book, the binding will expand on the rings as well as the ribbon. So let's take a look at the first page. On the inside, we have, this is the yellow paper that I used on the invitations, and I just stamped it with a key that I had, and this is the inside cover. Now you can always add a pocket or something to the inside cover, or even add a picture here. This was the original invitation that was used, and this is the invitation that actually went out. This belly band stayed the same, or this tag, we just changed the date on it. The plan God has for you is what it says at the bottom, and just because their wedding didn't take place on this date, that plan that was in place for them was that they still get married, and so they got married, or they will be getting married this weekend. This is just a die cut that I had, a punch, and some gray paper that I had, and these keys. This went on was the same thing that went on the belly band as well as on the favor that they received. The backs of the pages that don't have anything on them, they can also add pictures or anything, memorabilia that they want to add to it. These are the wedding guest pages right here. And on the back of the wedding guest pages, I put the background from their invitation. And on the wedding guest page, there's a place for the name, city, and state, so she knows where they come from, because everybody's coming from out of town. And a column here for a gift or a card, whichever one they gave, so that she would know. Down at the bottom, thank you for sharing our special day with us. And also, please feel free to add your special comments as well, and well wishes for Marcus and Jakara on the back page. And so that's, again, what I left the back page for. A lot of people want to add a little bit more, and since she's a younger lady, it's possible that a lot of her friends who have known her and Marcus for a long time may have some words that they want to add instead of just adding their signature. So there should be enough pages for them to do that. Here I put, take a moment and share a marriage word of wisdom. And inside of this, there are some little cards. Oh, and this tape right here, this washi, came from my local Dollar Tree, and it's in their wedding colors, so I thought this is great. So I put this on a lot of the different photo mats that I've added to the book. This paper right here, and actually the paper on the cover and the back, is wallpaper that we used from Home Depot or Lowe's. I can't remember now which one. And I made the wedding favors out of it as well. So that's what this is. And this is the yellow paper from the invitation. And inside of here I put some little tags that people can add their little comments and then stick them back into the envelope. Over here there's another copy of the invitation, and on the back they can use it as a photo mat. And this slips right in back behind here. Here again, I added the photo mats to the back, but on here again they can add pictures, they can add comments, maybe even journal or make some comments and tell stories about anything special that happened at the wedding. So it becomes more of a, not just a guest signatures, but anything special that happened during the whole weekend, because there are things that are happening all weekend. They've got a Derby Day, which everybody's supposed to wear a hat and a dress, and so I'm sure they'll want to add some of those pictures in here as well. These are just photo mats that I added, and they can place the photos here. Here's that washi tape again. This will probably not accommodate an 8x10 unless they cut it down a little bit, but you never know. And so there's one page there for pictures. On the back of this one, there's a place for 2 pictures. And anywhere, she can document stuff, document information, or document in the events. And here's some more. There's 3 on this page, and on the back of this one, another place for 2 more pictures, and another large photo mat. And because she probably won't have this paper, and definitely won't have this image printed off, I had some extra paper, so I've added some additional sheets that she can use for whatever she needs to use them for. And this is the back, and in here, this is again that little tag that we use, but I made some additional photo cards that can be left stuck in here, or they can actually be added to the pages. And it just says place the photos here on the tag. So these go right in here, and they fit in here. This is the pocket, and again, this is that wallpaper that I bought the whole roll, and it was the only roll that they had, and I used that for their wedding favors, and I had a little bit left over, so I used it for this. So when we close the book, this is the back. I used the eyelets to make sure that this didn't tear. And here's the ribbon. This is how the ribbon comes through. And again, the yellow paper with the pearls. So not only do we have the wedding book where the guests will be able to sign, and she sent me a message today and let me know that she found a pen for the wedding book. So that'll be interesting, because that should just about take care of everything she has to do. So between the invitation, we have the favors, and the sachet. Congratulations to my niece and new nephew, Marcus and Jakara. Bye.